Now we'll want to add to this, but first we have to discuss switch statements. So let's comment out our add nums and handle error for now. Let me see if I can comment these out. There we go. And again, control / to comment out code that you've highlighted. And I'm going to do the same thing here actually, because we're going to want a lot of this, so I don't want to lose it. But we do want to talk about switch statements first. So let's go inside of here. And again, I've just commented out everything for now. We're going to come back to that, but let's do switch statements. So let's go ahead and talk about the switch statement. This will kind of be part of our bigger picture, so we'll be able to use some of this. Let's create a operator for right now, or an operand as they call it. Let's just call it value, :equals. And the options they'll have are addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, right? So let's assume addition for now. And so we just set a value equal to the plus sign. Now what we're going to want to do is we're going to talk about a switch statement here. So it's like a long if else statement, but maybe a more clean syntax to write it. So we can say something like switch val. So we're going to take this value and we're going to look at each possible case of this value, right? So case, our first case would be the plus sign. And if there's a plus sign, then we want to, for now, we'll just say we're going to print addition. We'll do some number adding eventually, but for now I think this makes the most sense. And then we're going to need 4 of these. So paste. So the case is the plus sign. The second case that we have, and we're going through all the available options. The second case that should be available is the minus sign. And what's wrong here? Oh, we have duplicate cases, right? And then multiplication, that's fine. And then division. There we go. And so here we want to print subtraction. Down here, multiplication. And down here, division. Now we also need a default statement. So it'll look like this, default. If it's not addition, subtraction, multiplication, or division, if the user doesn't enter any of those, I want to throw an error and panic because the program will give some non-coherent results or just do something that it's not supposed to do. And we don't want that. We'd just rather have the program shut down. So the default is panic. I don't know if I have to pass in anything here. I'm not too familiar with panics yet, but let's say cannot operator not valid is a good statement. Let's try that and see if we can get this to work. So everything else is commented out, right? But we've got this switch statement which we're passing a value to. By the way, if you pass nothing here, it's just like a switch on whatever you want it to be. So I could say down here val double equals plus and val double equals, but since we know what we're switching against, I can put val here. And if val is a plus, then it'll print addition. If val is a minus, subtraction. In our case, val is a plus, it'll print addition. So let's give it a go and see what happens. Yep, we get addition. Now let's change this, right, to multiplication. Save it. Run it. Now we get multiplication. Now let's change it to an operator that doesn't exist, right? Let's give it a $sign. Save that, run it, and now you see it panics, and hopefully we get our message. Yep, panic, operator not valid, because again, if it's not one of these 4, then we don't want the program to continue. We want it to stop into error. Now we can take this knowledge and we can apply it to our code.